My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2! Alright, Region, what do you got for us today? Not scroll boxes, I can tell you that much for sure. Absolutely not, but we do have the Lockable Matriarch at the end of this floor, which means I gotta find some damage. Ooh, I gotta find some actual real damage. I can't just rely on Radiate doing 200 pings of 3 damage, because very quickly that will be 0 damage against the Lockable. Precise cut. A card. I could also take the Lost Coffer, Card Reward, and a Potion. Ugh. Single Card Reward, single Potion. Ugh. Where's the value in that? 2 shops if I was taking that left path super early. Not particularly interested in that if I can avoid it. That's the 3 upgrade line. There's actually another version of the 3 upgrade line which only has 1 late elite. Oh, 2 late elite! Okay, never mind. Prefer that a lot. I can either take an early question mark or an early shop. Both of them have a 4th normal fight, so I'll be fighting a hard fight early. So I can't be too selective with my card picks. I'm leaning cut a card, as I often am when I see an early shop. So I'll take Lost Coffer. Trying to do the thing I wouldn't do. Oh, Bulwark. Trying to do the thing I wouldn't do. See if the thing I wouldn't do is the thing that I should do. Because then, in the future, when I come to a thing that I wouldn't do, maybe it's a thing I would. Because I should. Savvy? Let's go. Sovereign Blade. I mean, basically, Sovereign Blade is going to be a really, really good scaling option to get us through the Lockable Matriarch fight as well. Glow, Spoils of Battle, and Cosmic Indifference. Spoils of Battle is a Forge card, but currently the draw just gets me to Bulwark, is the card that I want to get to. Why don't I just Cosmic Indifference the Bulwark or the Blade back atop my deck? A little bit more consistent, I think. Take out the backline there, because I do not want to have to take damage. Needlessly. Shackling Potion, Glitter Stream, Photon Cut, and Solar Strike. I do not want to add too many cards to this deck, though. Like, if I took Photon Cut, and between Photon Cut and Cosmic Indifference, I would have support for, like, a Kingly sub-theme. But then I'm just relying on seeing one of the Kingly cards on the first floor, and then if I don't, it basically just doesn't scale well enough to follow up. It seems like the best I can do is just cut cards out of the deck and then run Bulwark constantly here. Or at least that seems to be it. Weak Potion, Quasar, Wrought in War, and Begone. I kind of wish I had Soulfish at the end of this floor, because then I could justify taking the Begone. I guess the Begone is your deck trim. Yeah. Let's take that. Weak Potion versus Dex Potion versus Shackling. I think Dex and Shackling beat that. And I'll take the additional question mark rather than the early shot there. Begone a strike, hope to draw a defend. Hey, nice, we've got a Bulwark, so we can full defend this turn. We'll Cosmically Indiffer the Bulwark back to the top of the deck. Venerate as well. Perfect. Kingly Punch. Of course we find this immediately after I say what I said earlier. I still think we probably can afford to take it, though. Ooh. Strike or defend gets Spiral. There's almost certainly going to be a defend once Spiral. Probably prioritize upgrading that defend. There'd be 2 elites this floor if all goes well. Is there a shop coming up soon enough? Not guaranteed. In fact, definitely not, unless the next space is. So I'd have to hunt 3 elites next floor to really feel like the Sword of the Stone has done anything this run. Yeah, I'll take the money. Ooh, okay, never mind. It was a shop in the next base. I'm very glad I took that money. Punch Dagger. Upon pickup, enchant an attack with momentum 5 every time you play that attack. It deals 5 more damage than last time. I mean, I could give momentum to Kingly Punch, but realistically, you don't want to play Kingly Punch that many times. You just want to draw it a bunch of times. That's a completely different thing. I really like Gremlin Horn because it gives me the ability to kill an enemy with the Sovereign Blade and then gain an energy and draw a card as well. Let's get Bulwarks upgrade. Tiger Marbles. At the start of combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. We'll also now get the Spiral Defend upgrade. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, Bulwark, Cosmic Indifference, the Bulwark back to the top of the deck. We'll fully defend this turn. We've got a Sovereign Blade starting to grow. Now it's up to 36 damage already. If I did Falling Star, Kingly Punch would do 18. So 18, 8 is 26. Plus 36 is 62. Plus another 18 is 80. So we get you down to 64 HP. That's not bad. You can do that. Especially given how much damage it defended against that turn. Okay. I mean, yeah, there was always a possibility that I would get a turn like this, but I still think we end up defending... Actually, I'll throw the Shackling Potion. It saves us more HP than it looks like because we're vulnerable. Yeah, and then Soul Blade kills next turn. Meal Ticket. Oh, give me the orbit. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Early enough that I can afford to upgrade it very easily. And then just constantly mill additional energy out of it. Sovereign Blade and a couple more stars there. Okay, this is we're gonna take a little damage here. It's gonna be Kingly Punch against the front. Then defend, Cosmic that Kingly Punch back to the top of the deck. We'll take 8 damage this turn. But now... Orbit, Falling, Sovereign. Throw Kingly against the back. I didn't think I was going to be trying to fit the Orbit into this turn, but if it works, it works. Venerate, Cosmic Indifference, throw the Bulwark back to top of the deck, and there's just no way we're taking damage for the rest of this fight. Thank you. Cloak of Stars, Crescent Spin, Glitter Stream. Cloak of Stars is just a really good defensive tool. Love having one of them at least. Oh boy. I mean, very glad that I have the Gremlin Horn in this fight, I'll say that. Bulwark, and then we've got Sovereign Blade takes the target down. Let's Begone through a basic defend as well, because I'm already fully defended this turn. Okay. Get the Sovereign Blade back atop the deck. 2 more damage that turn. Single strike is enough to take out the back line, and in fact, that is exactly what happens. Beautiful. Cosmic Indifference, the blade back to the top of the deck. And finish off the Gardener next turn. Giga! Can now gain strength at rest sites. Oh, Refined Blade as well. I don't think Royal Gamble's that actually important to us. I'll take the Refined Blade. I do really want to be upgrading our damage here, because, like, Every other upgrade is just a static upgrade of something right now in this deck, so just getting strength is that, but for everything at the same time. I do think I can use my Dex Potion and get through the Log of All and fight without healing here. We've got a big blade. Go on the strike. Don't play that, though. Incredible. Will... Oh, no, I can't Kingly Punch. Enemy would take too much damage to it. Dang. Orbit. Throw... Actually, you know what? I will Kingly Punch and throw that Kingly Punch back atop the... No, not Kingly Punch. I'll throw the Bulwark back atop the deck there. Bulwark, defend, Refine Blade. Summon Blades all the way up to doing 46 myself. Fallen Star, Soft Blade. Let's Begone through Strike. Perfect. Defend and Cosmic Indifference, throw the Soul Blade back atop the deck. I only got to hit him with 2 more. Alright. Don't play another card there because I want the Orbit to trigger next turn, giving us the additional energy then. Beautiful. Bulwark. Kingly. We'll throw that Kingly back atop the deck. Next turn, we've got Sovereign Kingly. And the Sovereign kills anyway, so it doesn't matter. Power Potion, Beat into Shape, Heirloom Hammer, and Guards. So Guards would be more about continuing to cut this deck down to size. Heirloom Hammer obviously gets a second Solve Blade. And Beat into Shape. I don't have many attacks that I throw out in a single turn, so this wouldn't even forge for that much for us. That said, I'm already incentivized to get additional hits because of the gear, but I'll probably go Heirloom Hammer here. Alchemical Coffer. Gain 4 potion slots filled with random potions. I don't know if I'm particularly keen to see 15 cards from the defect and choose any number of in my deck. A bunch of them won't do anything for me. Well, it's not that they won't do anything for me, it's just, you know, they are disconnected from other support pieces that are required within defect to be consistent for us. Divine Right with Divine Destiny, so we just start with 3 more stars. Not half bad, but I don't really use my stars that much. That said, it would enable me to just draft some stars without putting the support in the deck yet. Oof. Probably going to take this opening over here. I'm going to go for the Coffer. I'm not particularly interested in the rest of those, and I want to live the dream where Nonupeep turns up next floor and decides to just Delicate Frond give me 6 potions every single fight. That would be lovely. Please. Bulwark Refine. Strike. Swift Pot, Radiate, Glitterstream, and Astral Pulse. Considering I have absolutely no AoE in this deck, Astral Pulse absolutely. Swift Pot? Honestly, probably over Strength Pot for us. I usually need to just push for a little bit more draw rather than get consistent additional... Ooh! Metamorphosis is really good for specifically Regent. Pretty bad for most characters, but the Regent, though. The Regent loves it. 5 more damage on the Heirloom Hammer. Again, not too many of these cards are transformed heavily. I mean, 4 more damage on Astral Pulse is pretty important, but not too many of these cards are transformed heavily by upgrading them. That said, I don't get the full 25 health. I get 17. But it's also a colorless card that I would be able to... you know what? I don't have draw support. That's the thing that I'm missing here. I can't just draw a hand of 5 0-cost cards and all of them are collision class. Like... I'm gonna reject it. I don't feel great about that. I'm gonna upgrade my AoE so that I'm a little less terrified. Oh no. Lose a power potion to gain 10 max HP. Or lose 6 HP and enchant an attack with Vigorous 6. 8, sorry. The first time you play it, each combat, it does 8 more damage. I like the idea of just putting that on Astral Pulse. And... Give me Clumsy. Ugh. Just upgrades 2 cards with the Whetstone. 2 of 8 random common cards. Or take the Chosen Cheese. Oh, look at the commons. I'm not particularly thrilled to be here, though. Give me Cloak. And give me a Crush Under. I'll lift once more, and then we'll see after this next elite how comfortable we are continuing to lift. Okay, Crush Under. Decent defense. Do I just throw? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's weak this turn. I'll throw Astral Pulse for 42 damage. Single star for 2 block when I know that Falling Star is left in the draw pile, as well as another Cloak of Stars. Nope. Especially because Falling Star could be pretty important this turn if I draw it. I could throw Bulwark back atop the deck with Cosmic Indifference and then draw into it. It's not especially good, but it's okay. Show me what this color spot has in. I mean, Calamity being free is nice. I can't just dislike it. I gotta have a reason, right? Then put that defend back atop the deck, Swiftpot draw it. Okay, 21 blocked already. How much do I want the stars in the next hand? Literally 0 at all? Great. Oh, Crash Landing and Radiate in this hand. How important is Crash Landing? I'm gonna use the other Swiftpot. And then I'm gonna Crash Land. Just so I don't have to deal with all of the debris in the new cycle, just in case. Oh, man, really? Okay. Oh, it really depends what attacks we get given here. Stardust doesn't do anything. Oh, no. Hey, Supermassive helps. That'll kill. Beautiful. Prayer Wheel. Normal enemy. Drop an additional card reward. Guiding Star. 1 energy, 2 stars. Deal 13 damage, draw 3 cards. The problem with that is that's just generally a quite high value card, but I think I've already got, like... I don't want to have to take that and then include more AoE in this deck. I'm not thrilled to be taking another elite immediately. I will say... we're pretty good against Desi, and as long as we stop... Okay, good, we're fine. Oh my god. We couldn't be finer. Literally pulse him. Chandelier at the start of your third turn, gain 3 energy. Okay, I was about to say earlier, like, we can't take additional star cost and then have to include additional star gain. That's way too much to include in this deck. Anyway, I saw Reflect and I clicked Reflect, because Reflect is good. It's a good card. Oh boy, speaking of good cards, anything that defends me would be a very good card right now. I'm not thinking I'm getting that from this potion, though. Oh, I forgot about Neutron Aegis. We're defended. Let's Heirloom and Kingly. Righto. Reflect and defend. Full work, venerate. Probably probably not worth throwing the Sovereign Blade just for 26 right now. Yeah, for mana efficiency, I actually think it is. Especially because, what's it called? Ah, never mind, we got the kill. Especially because Cosmic Indifference was in the draw pile. Start of your second turn, gain 14 block. Lunar Blast. 0 energy, deal 5 damage for each skill already played this turn. I feel like that will happen, and it's carrying the additional 3 strength from Gearya, so... Hell yeah, look at that. Take him out instantaneously. Gather Light, Hidden Cage. I feel like Gather Light needs to be... I feel like I'm short on defense and I only don't notice it because I've been spending my health instead. Although Prophesize obviously is big and upgraded. I'll take Royal Gamble and Gather Light. The problem is this elite could be any of the 3 elites, and if it's the cube, I'm really sad. Am I? I took 4 damage in that Infested Cube fight. 16 to the Antimancer. Oh, the real reason here that we don't take this is because I should rest after this, regardless. And I need to go into the crab fight with decent money. Damn it. The really annoying thing here is I desperately want this, so if I can find any way to take this from you, I'll do it. Problem is they're doing like 20 damage on turn 1, another 20 damage on turn 2. They take a turn off, I think, after that. Same reason I couldn't take it last time, I think. I take the 100 gold, and I sadly walk away. I'll pop one of these deck spots in the next fight, though. Well, I say the next fight. What I mean is this one. I can see how it was confusing on account of I said a different thing. Kind of got to wait for Venerate in hand before I can play that Royal Gamble. Yeah. Well, I'm going to play Reflect, and that's sad. I'm going to Cosmic Indifference a defend back to the top of the deck so I have reasonable defense available to me. I don't even have to turn around. I'll just throw damage. Woof. The worst defensive turn I've had this entire fight. And it was on Rocket's attack turn. Did it have to be? I'm just asking, like, did it actually have to be the case that that was the case? I do not know if we make it out the other side of that one, unfortunately. I think it took way too much of our health. Oh yeah, we're dead right now. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I chose to rest when I did, at least, so it's not like I came into that fight and got to the first Crush Claw turn and went, oh my god, oh no! Granted, I guess I did still do that. I saw the first Crush Claw turn and then, oh no, began. Let's check what that lead paperweight has for us, I think. Yeah. Thinking ahead. Draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. This is surprisingly good in Regent, who has obviously the entire Kingly subset of cards that want to be thrown back to the top of the deck like this. And if I can get an early removal and a late removal and a Kingly card on this line, we can actually make that scale. Like, really scale. Okay, 0 damage taken in this fight. Shining Strike, Begone, and Refine Blade. Begone's also good for thinning down the deck. Although I am currently planning very heavily around a thing that is not active. I could just never see a Kingly card. But just imagine the hype if I do! Bulwark, Charge, and Lunar Blast. I'm gonna take Charge. I know Bulwark. I know it's there. I know it's there, and I know it's good. I'm not just always gonna click a card because it's good. Transform a card. Well, I'll be. Transform that strike into a collision course. I'm a card creation deck right now. Can you support that? Can you confirm or deny, please? Heal by 9, upgrade a card in your deck. You know what? I'm doing it. I like the idea of Sown, but I don't really have anything I want to use it with at the moment. I'm gonna upgrade the dive bombs and then Chant of the Stars. I like the idea of Impatience because all of our attacks are 0 cost in this deck at the moment. I was going to do removal, wasn't I? Okay. No. Impatience is good enough that I actually will not do the removal there. I think it's probably more important that I add additional defense to a defend. This is going to be an interesting deck by the end of this floor, I think. Defend. We'll throw 2 non-attacks into the Abyss. Fallen Star, Collision Course, Strike, Impatience draws 2 cards, so we get a Minion Dive Bomb to way overkill the enemy. Astral Pulse, Celestial Might, and Parry. Kinda want to take Astral Pulse just to have some AoE. Okay, what do we think? Am I a bold enough player to not take a pulse? I am going to deny it. I'm clearly not choosing things based on what I think is good at the moment. I'm choosing things based on what I want to play with. Mango, raise your max HP by 14. And while you're at it, why not raise your current HP by 14? Just don't tell anyone I let you do that. Yeah, I just realized I burnt out the strike and then created a... Wait. And dive bomb. That Impatience should draw a decent amount of cards next turn. Never mind, we didn't even get to play it. Resonance. Enemies lose 1 strength, I gains 1 strength. Spoils of battle and photon cut. I mean, this was originally supposed to be some sort of photon cut thinking ahead deck. I think we're kind of far beyond that. Now I do think I have a lot of value in keeping this deck as thin as humanly possible. Pretty good. 14 damage on turn 1 from the Badonis, and we'll probably kill you for turn 2. Okay, we don't kill you turn 2, but we do full defend turn 2, so it kind of just passes for free. And then we kill you the turn after. Gorget, at the start of combat, gain 4 plating. Alignment, you say. 3 stars. No. I know, it's wild. I shouldn't be doing this. But no. Let's get Thinking Ahead upgraded so it doesn't just exhaust out the deck first time I play it. Letter Opener. First time we play... Not first time, each time. Oh my god, we did get the Pillar of Creation, and there's a Kingly Kick as well, but I think we're kind of beyond that. I'll take the Pillar of Creation and cut a card. Actually, what if I just run out of damage? I don't think that's going to happen. I think with the upgraded Minion, we're not going to worry about that. Okay. Pillar of Creation. Whenever I create a card, gain 4 block. That's going to be really good for us. Our ultimate game plan is to cut this deck down to basically like 4 cards, I guess. If I play Thinking Ahead, and then Impatience, and then Thinking Ahead, and then... I think I can infinite with the letter opener after cutting enough cards out of the deck. Okay. Let's charge through 2 of those. Throw down a collision course, because I'm always going to need some more debris to work with. Pillar of Creation's deeply important. Let's... focus on my defense here. Fallen Star, defend, and then Minion Dive Bomb. We only take 2 damage this turn. Now the Minion Dive Bomb set up next turn. No vulnerability for this one, though. Okay. Collision Course, Begone, the debris in hands. Charge through strike and debris in the deck. The Minion Dive Bombs are doing a lot of Minion Dive damage. Okay. Let's charge through these 2. Down to 9 cards in the active play deck. Yeah, I mean, seems best to just play the biggest defend. Impatience. Charge through Falling Star and defend. Just Impatience to draw them. Thinking Ahead, and there's the Impatience. Okay, so if I put Minion Dive Bomb, Minion Dive Bomb, Minion Dive Bomb, Impatience draws 3. Okay, so I would have to cut just a couple more, 1 or more, 2 more cards out of the deck and then infinite with this, but for the moment I could also just win the fight. That seems decent too. Give me Arsenal. No, we haven't solved our problems. How dare you not solve our problems? Foregone Conclusion's pretty good though. Next turn, put 2 cards from your draw pile into your hand. That would give us a lot of ability to just set up the right hand at the right time. Decisions is going to be really difficult for us to activate in the first place. And then Tyranny. At the start of your turn, draw a card and exhaust a card from your hand. I do like that, and it does help us cut cards out of hand. The only problem is it doesn't allow us to keep... Like, I worry that could start a timer where I do actually eventually run out of a deck in the middle of a fight without having done enough damage. So, Foregone Conclusion will be mine. Pale's Tooth. Remove 5 cards from the deck. After each combat, add 1 back. Upgraded. I don't really want to take too many cards out of this deck because I feel like they are... Pretty much every card in this deck is keeping me alive at the moment in concert with every other card. Hell's Legion, double block gain from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. Realistically, that's just to defend us while we try and set up the Pillar of Creation, but I'm not against it for that reason. Relax also defending us while we set up this kind of thing. I'll take Relax. I think the additional energy and additional card draw is going to be really useful. Oh, what about this? Early removal, 2 midline rest. Well, it's not early removal necessarily. In fact, I almost certainly won't have enough money to use removal there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to use a deck spot here and then double defend. The idea here just being I'll be able to stagger the Bowl Bug in the front line by fully blocking its attack. Also set up Relax for this turn, so a bunch of additional energy. Pillar of Creation Charge will drop 2 cards from the draw pile. Collision Course also defends us. 1 strike for the back line, 1 defend for the front line. We are done. Begone, Child of the Stars, causing me a difference. Nope. Unnecessary. Thank you kindly. But I really do have to worry about deck bloat if I want to play this deck like this. I mean, yeah, I gotta solve charge. Then we can strike and throw out the Impatience. Perfect. I'll think ahead, but Relax atop the deck. Venerate, and then 1 minion dive bomb takes out the middle line. I fully defend the incoming damage as well as get some AoE damage here. Yeah, Relax isn't going to be good this turn, but Pillar of Creation with a couple of card creation cards in hand. Yeah, gets us most of the block we needed. Not all of it, but nothing was going to. Throw down some Impatience. Burn out Debris. Monologue, Kingly Punch, and Photon Cut. Like, I could put a Kingly Punch in this deck if I really, really wanted. I feel like it'd just brick up the stuff I want to do with zero cost attacks and Impatience, though. But alright, I'm gonna go for a fight in the next space instead of that shop, I guess. Panache. It's an AoE solution for a deck that currently has none. Foregone Conclusion is going to be really useful here as well. So let's pull Panache and Impatience. Panache. It's 10 when I play those. Yep, that's right. Impatience. Okay, then throw charge, get through those 2 in the draw pile. Beautiful. God, we can do so much with so little energy in this deck right now. Let's think ahead. I'm gonna relax and then throw Collision Course because we're fully defended this turn as well. And it just sets us up with additional card draw and energy next turn. Throw down Impatience. Alright. Next strike takes frontline out. Charge fully defends us. Right, I did forget about that. 5. Yeah, this will be additional to card draw next turn because I take the card from Foregone Conclusion first. So then after that I try and draw 5 cards. Great. Dive on Dive Bomb, and that's done. Collision Course, Lunar Blast, Guiding Star. How's Lunar Blast here? And in an ideal circumstance, it turns out pretty good. If I'm already infiniting, when it's not necessary, it actually is pretty good. I should probably just take money here, because I really... Well, I can afford a Clumsy, because I just have to draw it once. Ooh, especially if it gives me Pendulum every 3 turns, I draw an additional card. That's definitely worth it. Let's get the Relax upgrades. Additional card draw, additional energy, and 2 additional block, but that's not why we do it. Oh my gosh. Alright, skill pot, show me something defensive. Thank you kindly. Guards through pretty much this entire hand. Beautiful. No reason I should have to take a bunch of damage that turn. let alone 25. Perfect. God damn, this works well. I actually... Ooh, second Pillar of Creation or first Spectrum Shift? Spectrum Shift gives me trash, and I do care about the long-term cycle of this. It doesn't exclusively... Oh, cool. There's the console. It doesn't... There we go. Esque is what I'm looking for. It doesn't exclusively give me trash. But... I do really care about cycling this deck multiple times, getting back to charge and beyond. Be gone. I do think second Pillar of Creation is really good, though. I think then I can basically just use those cards to defend. All these smooth stones start each combat with 1 dex. Pretty happy about that. Let's take the other relax upgrade. Oh my gosh, Foregone Conclusion in the opening hand. That's perfect. Definitely taking Panache. And Pillar. Panache. Pillar will be gone. Defend. Minion Strike is an attack, so I do that in the other order, Raps. Rather than make sure the card doesn't do anything. Ya dummy! Okay, 1, 2, impatience. There we go. Alright, then all I gotta do is play 5 cards next turn. How hard can that be? Pillar of Creation, charge. Patience some cards, thinking ahead some cards. Relax some cards. Perfect. Meal ticket. Oh, there is a shop on this side as well. Collision Course, Begone, and Glimmer. Glimmer is the heavy draw that I was looking for earlier. It's pretty good. Yeah, I just take it because it's a really good draw card. We'll upgrade our other 2 powers as well, and I'm going to visit the shop for the healing here as well. Should have played the collision first. Ooh, Foregone Conclusion at the end there, though. Really good. Gives us the ability to pick up our Panache and... Let's go Pillar. Panache, thinking ahead. Okay. And then Pillar of Creation, charge. Impatience. And I'll Glimmer to start setting up the next turn as well. Star, Dive Bomb, Dive Bomb. Damn, the Dive Bombs do damage. I can't believe I was a Dive Bomb hater. I know, way back in the day, even I fell into the trap of hating Dive Bomb. Turns out it actually slaps. 1... Oh dear. Compelling. What do I do? I don't want to take all this damage. It's too much damage. Honestly, don't think I really get a choice. I'm gonna take out one of the 6s incoming. Never mind, that literally prevented all of the damage. Everything is completely fine, and it always will be. And it always has been. Liquid Bronze. Guiding Star smooth? I mean, damn, Guiding Star is good, but I just don't make any stars. Guiding Star upgraded. So much draw. I'll hit the shop. Super massive. Deals 5 damage, deals 3 additional damage for each card you've created this combat. Yeah, that's a scaling damage card for us that is good. It's a good one. They make them in that style. I'll take a panache. Ugh. I really want the relaxed setup for the next turn, but with no ability to guarantee that, I'll do what I can at the moment. 1, 2, impatience. Oh, never mind. We guarantee that by playing Foregone Conclusion. Enemy's going to be attacking for 9/2 here, which gives us a grand opportunity to play a 0 cost as well as relax. So panache, relax. Throw a minion dive bomb, think ahead. Want to get one of those Pillars of Creation back atop the deck. Pillar of Creation, Falling Star. Dive bomb. Let's Frantic Escape twice. I'll defend for the 8. I don't think I care about Venerate here. Pillar of Creation. Get it out there, so now every time I create a card, I gain 8 block. Relax is definitely the best I could do there. Grand. Okay. Charge through a Falling Star that I can't play anymore, as well as the Frantic Escapes that I can't really afford. Let us think ahead. Ooh, that's good too. I'll throw a Frantic Escape back atop the deck. Collision Course full defends us. Then I can play out both of the debris. Super massive is decent damage after that. Add 2 cards into our hand. 34 damage incoming this turn. Which I'm really not good at dodging right now, unfortunately. So I'll try something here. Cycle those defends. Minion dive bomb. Then impatience our way to a new draw pile. I can begone an expensive escape in his hand, then get Collision Course. So both of those defended is for 8 by generating an additional card. I'll look at what Glimmer gives us. It does give us charge. Great. I'll put Frantic Escape back atop the deck. Use charge to turn 1 defend and 1 strike, both into Minion dive bombs. Defending us for 32. And guaranteeing that we have a Frantic Escape draw next turn as well, which is really important. Let's Minion dive bomb, super massive. I'm gonna Foregone Conclusion, then thinking ahead. Developing a new draw pile so that I know that I can use super massive. And that'll do it. Royalties, sure, Sword Sage and Beat into Shape. Of these, it would be royalties if anything, and I don't think I should take it. Not a peep.
The architect has gone mad. If only a noble champion could save us from his blight.
Fear not. I, the Regent, will put an end to this madness. But first, tea.
Brilliant Scarf. Good card you play each turn, it's free. That's pretty good for just setting up and then playing Relax for free, which is really good in the first cycle. I think it's too good to turn down. I'll take this line over here. I might end up taking 2 elites. Who knows? I guess I'll play the Foregone Conclusion for free. drew into a weaken. We saved ourselves some HP. One, two. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Gotta relax at the very end of it. And those minion dive bombs are basically here, ready to kill. 1, 2. Let's throw Supermassive down, then relax for 0, killing the front line with the AoE from Letter Opener. Supermassive copy 2? It is one of our best scaling damage cards in this deck. The problem is, by the time it's really good, the deck is thin enough that we're playing Supermassive pretty commonly anyway, so I don't think I need a second copy of it. 2, 3. Hell yeah! Oh my god, playing Reflex for free there? Incroyable. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do need a source of permanent vulnerability in this deck somewhere, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe we already do enough damage, it doesn't matter. Know Thy Place? What an incredible replacement that would be. All I have to hit is... Yeah. All I had to do is hit it with an upgrade for that to be better. Liquid Bronze for an upgraded uncommon power? Sure. Not a Pillar of Creation. Why not? Oh. Okay. Defend. Pillar of Creation. I'm going to play the other one as well. Then Fallen Star and Collision Course. We managed to full defend after that. Oh no. We're not creating in cards this turn. Know Thy Place, Venerate, Strike. Ugh! My body. One. 2. 3. Big relax. And we're set up. One, 2, 3. Big relax. Foregone conclusion as well. And then we can just charge through the rest of the deck, right? Right? You'll let me do something like that, right? Okay. I could have counted that better, and I could have taken less damage. I wish I had. Fortifier, Monologue, Photon Cut Glow, no thank you. Yeah, so I will cut over to this fight as well. Oh boy, fight's starting to get a bit tough. Defend, Foregone. Thankfully we defend 16 against the incoming 17 that turn. Give me a relax and then something 0 cost like Know Thy Place. 1, 2, 3. Let's relax. I'll even Glimmer to pop the other Pillar of Creation back atop the deck. We get this turn off of combat. We'll use that to play 2 more Pillars of Creation. Falling Star, Collision Course. Relax, Minion Dive Bomb, Dive Bomb. And with a Falling Star still left in the deck, I will use a Venerate at the end of that turn. Now, okay, great. We just drew a Charge, a Begorn, and a Collision Course. That's all I needed. Fallen Star, Collision Course. We Begorn that debris. I'll charge through the rest of the cards left in the draw pile. I'll Glimmer to draw them all. Okay, Begorn, take that card out of hand, charge, take those cards out, but never mind, we don't even get to finish that final one. Reflect, Kingly Kick. I mean, the Kingly Kick would be 0 cost so quickly, it's just, it wouldn't really reflect that much damage. Alright, let's get the upgrades so that Know Thy Place is no longer exhausting. Stone Calendar, the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies. Foregone Conclusion, drawing additional cards, pretty ridiculous, I think. Pillar of Creation will charge through both upcoming curses. I'm also going to use Fortify here to just fully block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta take 7 damage that turn, but that should probably be the last damage I take. I give myself 12 block every time I create a card now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All gone. Probably just going to get that relaxed back atop the next draw cycle, whatever that happens to be. Well, I say that, and then I get a natural chance to draw through it anyway. Yeah, enemy doesn't take a turn off fighting here, but neither do I. Down. Warpaint. Upon pickup, upgrade to random skills. Glimmer for the additional draw. That was one of the upgrades outstanding I still wanted. I have enough for removal, so give me some debt. So I can get... Oh, 2 curses! Mercury Hourglass. At the start of your turn, deals 3 damage to all enemies. We've got another Child of the Stars, summon 4th Kingly Punch. No thank you. Photon cut. Nope. I'll take a regen potion. Wow, that did not work out well for us. Oh, unless... Unless I'm okay having those curses in my deck, because they're just cards I transform, and then I take a Lee's Waffle and I get back to Big Healthy. I think Big Healthy might be a good idea. I think Panache 2 is probably way too much. It's nice to know that it's there, though. Take the safe path. Well, I was thinking it was the safe path, but this doesn't look like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Strong. Got him. Beautiful. See, all I gotta do is destroy the debts before I draw them. Be gone. Know Thy Place atop that deck, I think. Actually, Foregorn's only gonna see 1 card, yeah, and then it draws 1 card rather than 3. I should have forced the new draw cycle with the thinking head like I did earlier in this run. I figured it out in time. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, and relax. I would have loved that to go better, but it's fine. We're still going okay. 1. I will take it already upgraded Spectrum Shift. Yeah, that's about the level it needed to be at for me to go. And Supermassive, I would like you to scale better. All right, let's pop a regen pot at the top of this fight. This is going to be a fight that demands more immediacy of me than other fights, so I'll take the Strength pot 2. Impatience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, got a relax lined up for next turn, and then the turn after that's gonna suck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop a relax. I think Foregone Conclusion should probably just be played here for the sake of having the damage on board I care about next turn. Okay. Nash, charge. Oh, the Nash is upgraded. I was looking at that like, how the hell am I gonna take 76 this turn? No. Okay, we're all good. Everything's fine. Automation. I'll be going through a defend in my hand. That's fine. Get 12 block for having done so. Oh, perfect. Even get a collision course for even more block. And we have Supermassive next turn while the enemy's still vulnerable. Ooh, splash. That just creates another card. I guess Finisher we can use. 1, 2. All right. Let's Foregone. Go for Debris. The splash card is 0 cost until you play it, right? Nope, it's not. It's just 0 cost this turn. And even then, it's 0 cost this turn until you play it. It just doesn't say that. Okay, Know Thy Place gets the weakness and vulnerability set up. Let us charge through 2 remaining defense. Venerate sets up Vol and Star, but I also then don't even pay for it. Hell yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really have... Oh no, I got a lot on the Glimmer, never mind. Like lethal. That's pretty good. I mean, like, if you're gonna give me lethal, I'll take it, you know? I'm not gonna turn it down. Let's try and charge past our debts. Alright, could be worse. 19. Operation Begone through the defend that I can't play. Minion Strike to draw into a relax that I get to play after I play another card, justifying it from the Scarf. One, 2, 3, 4. Set up relax. Oh, hang on. Foregone Conclusion's not going to work next turn, is it? Yeah, I'll put that atop the deck then. Okay. Let's Begone the Doubt in this hand. Charge through the defends and the draw. More important, I set up additional Vol and weak on the back line, especially because I was fully defended against the front line that turn anyway. Okay. Gold for 42. Or supermassive as well, why not? I'm trying to get away without taking out Torchhead Amalgam here if I can. Not over the course of the entire fight, but if I took them out that turn, the enemy would be attacking this turn, so I may as well just wait until this here turn, where the enemy is now attacking for a ridiculous amount, and then they just die at the top of it. I get a free turn to attack the queen, which I actually think is probably enough time to kill him. Let us... Okay, think ahead for a second. All right, throw that back atop the deck. I would like to charge a couple of these cards. I'd like to begone this one. And then I've got a gold axe in the next hand. Yeah, that does damage for each time I played a card this combat. Get him! That was a really clean run. I mean, yeah, we definitely added a bunch of cards near the end, but most of those cards were just capstone pieces for this run or curses. This was just pure value Pillar of Creation. Just thinning down the deck, having the ability to play out the additional relaxes from Brilliant Scarf was huge as well. It's just a classic as hell run right there. I didn't even have Regalite, giving some additional 2 block every time I create a colors card. Didn't even need it. Get him, Architect. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all of my content of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting it are public on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a big thank you. A special thanks this episode to Coldheart. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.